It's week 4 of the National Football League, and everyone's watching Ramondre Stevenson, your standard at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing. It's the Pats and the Jets, next on Madden Football.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The rain started earlier today. It hasn't let up much. It is going to be a wet one. Glad with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Nice and dry here in the booth, but Greg, you've been down on the field and played in one of these sloppy, wet, rainy games. What is it like?
Well, it depends what position you play. For the offensive defensive linemen, they love it. It's a little bit slower. The defense is a little bit slower to react to the ball. A lot more runs, less pass protection. So for them, they're thrilled. But for anybody who has to handle the ball on either side, offense or defense, this is a nightmare. You're stressing about what gloves, no gloves. Do I sometimes wear gloves? The quarterback, towel. There is a lot of conversations going on with the equipment guys in the locker room. Rain games for skill players are the worst.
Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. They'll be led by the man from North Carolina, 6'4", quarterback Drake May.
And while I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards, if I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
Throwing right away, it's May. He's going to test this secondary right away. To the 20. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 76 yards. Touchdown, New England. You talk about a way to get this one started, Greg. Come on the road, go downfield deep, and put 6 on the board.
You can tell, Mike, this offensive coordinator, he wanted to come out aggressive in this one. Finds himself on the road. What does he do on the first snap? Deep shot, touchdown, strike first.
Ryland's kick here is good. And the Patriots are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They are led by their quarterback, the future Hall of Famer, Aaron Rodgers.
When you take a quick look at the box score, you'd think, okay, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. They clearly... but it wasn't the case. And what that tells me is they're just not getting enough contribution from the entire team. He had a really nice day. Some things that he still needs to clean up, but can they get better balance on the offensive side of the ball? And then, frankly, they need to make more plays on defense and get more contribution out of the special teams. This can't just be a team that puts all the pressure on the quarterback position and says, hey, go out every week and just win us the game by yourself.
Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Another run here with Hall. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
Open man downfield is Conklin. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Rodgers. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
You can hear some boo birds coming out with some angry fans here right behind us, Mike, and rightfully so. They went from 2nd and long, which is obviously not ideal, to now 3rd and nearly impossible. I mean, it's looked about as bad as you can imagine.
3rd and long for Rodgers. And the defense unrelenting, a 3rd consecutive sack.
I don't have any real advanced analysis for this one, Mike. I mean, I think the simplest way to categorize it is this possession has been a disaster.
On 4th down, the Jets turn it to the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. So that one going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. The Patriots offense and Kendrick Bourne back on the field. And what a start he's off to. You don't want to start prorating numbers out for 4 quarters, but fair to say, this defense going to have to find some way to slow him down. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll run, and this is Ramondre Stevenson. Finding room at the 35. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare him to stop it.
On 1st and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
Man in motion, heading left. Here comes the jet sweep. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. A run here with Stevenson. Stevenson's got a 1st down and more. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Ramondre Stevenson. Touchdown, Patriots. His 12th touchdown of the year. Greg, offensive coordinator's script the start of the game. This script has read perfectly. What a great start for this offense.
It just seems like every play this offensive coordinator dials up is perfectly timed and then perfectly executed. They've been aggressive. They've been efficient right since the start of this one. And I'll tell you what, Mike, if they continue to build on this lead here early, this is going to be a long day for this defense.
This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Jets offense ready for their 2nd possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. The master of play action, Rodgers. That one pinballs around, but is incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think that's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch. At this level, when you're that open, that ball has to be completed.
Here's 3rd and 7. From the gun, Rodgers. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
I could go on and on about the offensive line breakdowns with this pass protection, and it's been flat out brutal. But let's give some credit to the other side of the ball. They came in not only motivated to make a statement, but with a great game plan, and so far they've executed it to a T.
On comes Thomas Morstead as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This returnable from inside his own 40. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field. Set to go now on 1st and 10. We'll start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. And he's going to take this all the way home. Hendrick Bourne. Touchdown, New England. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4.
Just a great way to finish off a drive, and it was something they thought they had a matchup advantage all week long, was in the ground game. And you can see here, they executed at the offensive line. He got some nice blocks downfield from his wide receivers and tight ends, and he was able to do the rest.
Ryland's kick here is good. And the Pats will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They are facing an uphill climb early. Begin this drive with 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams.
Quarterback knew the blitz was coming. You could hear him pre-snap communicating with the guys up front, but sometimes it's just the perfect defensive call, and there weren't enough blockers to account for all the rushers. He had to get the ball out quick, and thankfully for him, he got it out just in the nick of time.
And that one is incomplete and brings us to the end of the first quarter of play. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. The Patriots out on top. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment.
Waste of time.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Here's the punter now, as this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punch it away. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. And the first carry for Antonio Gibson. Open space to the 35. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
Man, how nice is it to have a guy like this? He's your backup running back, but he's kind of a change of pace. He's got that home run ability, and he showed it there. That was a heck of a run.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. He is in. Juju Smith-Schuster. Touchdown, Patriots. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jets offense ready to get back to work. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Play action now with Rodgers. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Mike Williams, the one he was looking for, and that will lead to a second down. Rodgers. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down. Like, living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Now Gibson. Second down and 8. On the carry, it's Stevenson. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
There hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Third and long. To throw now, May. And that is incomplete.
I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. They're going. It's May. That's incomplete. Daring Hall on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. On the run, here's Hall. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
And that's going to be incomplete. coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Two minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. Here's their punter now. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's closing in on 100 yards already. So from the 36, it is 1st and 10. They'll toss right side to Stevenson. Good run after a good run. This one for 14 yards and another first down.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Now a give, but here comes a reverse. Woo! A terrific run there, all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Boy, they got the block to spring him, and it was a foot race. And when he gets in that foot race, Mike, he's normally good for this type of yardage before anyone's able to run him down.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the handoff, Stevenson running left. And that is going nowhere fast. Disastrous play, a big loss. They'll go again here with Stevenson. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line. Third and long. To throw is May. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Tua Tagovailoa leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Romeo Doubs, a touchdown reception. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. DJ Moore, a touchdown reception. We saw a solid first half from the Oklahoma man, Ramondre Stevenson. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Coach, thank you. And the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. This will be returned from the 2. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Jets offense ready to see what they can do. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
To throw is Rodgers. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. A-Rod out of the gun here on third down. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. On now comes the punt team for the Jets, as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Now Stevenson. Here's a 2nd and 6. We'll go right back to Stevenson. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. That's caught by Bourne. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Take a look at his receiving numbers. So he has been terrific. Over 100 yards in this one. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Now May. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. On 2nd down, it's May. Airing one out for Bourne. That is hot. What a throw. Kendrick Bourne. Touchdown, New England. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
On the give, it's Hall. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Throwing, Rodgers. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And it will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Rodgers now. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive?
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
What really stood out to me, Mike, was the body language of the middle linebacker prior to the ball being snapped. So often we see the guy who's blitzing, they get a little antsy and they tip their hand. But that wasn't the case here. He times it perfectly, nobody accounts for him, and he comes away with the sack.
To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle.
After that 1st down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
3rd down, here's Hall. Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. They're going to go, and it's Hall. And he's going to have the Jets' 1st down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop it.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for Malachi Corley, and it'll be third down. A shotgun snap, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Sometimes in the NFL, you have to be careful what you ask for. This offensive line, they were very clear to us this week. They wanted to take on this group. They loved the ability to be challenged. Well, they might have poked the bear a little bit too much because they've now surrendered a whopping 10 sacks in a single game. And I don't think there's been any signs of this pass rush slowing down.
So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Rodgers, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
I think the defense came in confident that they'd be able to get after the quarterback, right, Mike? When we met with them this week, they felt like they had a really good plan, some exotic looks, some different pressure packages, and it's worked to perfection. I'm not sure they thought they'd be one sack away from breaking the NFL record for the most sacks in a single game, but here we are. Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Patriots offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. And it's looking like 4-0 might be in the cards. Looking to finish off a perfect September as they're going to start this drive. 1st and 10. They'll run. Stevenson. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Airing one out for Bourne. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit, and after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive.
Into space. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. They extend the lead, and it looks like they're going to extend the terrific start to this season. Greg, they are just a few minutes away from a 4-0 beginning.
Even since adding that 17th game to the schedule, so many coaches across the league, Mike, they still refer to the season as quarters. So they talk about, all right, let's focus going into the year on winning quarter number one. And I'll tell you what, at 4-0, it doesn't get much better than that.
Ryland's kick here is good. And the Patriots add on to their already sizable lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
A loss of 6 brings up 2nd and 16 at the 34-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
So it's a road win here for the Patriots. They finish off the first month of the season perfect as the victory runs their mark to 4-0. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.